Okay, last day I have discussed the gaseous rules. Out of these only one was discussed, that is Boyle's rule. Now today it would be the next one, that is what is Charles rule. Now here we will relate the another two parameters. What are these parameters? That is the volume and temperature, and the remaining two parameter, that is temperature, that is pressure, and the moles, that is N, that is the amount of gas, will also remain constant. Okay, so here again also the correlation between the two parameters, that is Charles law. Here V and T will come in a relation when N and P remains constant. Okay. Now the statement of the Charles rule is that, here the statement is to some long, that is at a constant pressure and for a fixed amount of gas, and with increasing the temperature for per degree, the change in volume will be the 1 by 273th of its initial volume. That is, the increase in the volume will be per degree change in the temperature is increase in the volume of 1 by 273th, and it is known as Charles rule. So, the statement is that for a fixed amount of gas and a constant pressure, and for a degree change in the temperature, for a unit degree change in the temperature, the volume will be its 1 by 273th volume of its initial volume. And the mathematical form, suppose V0 is its initial volume and Vt is its final volume, then Vt, that is the volume at T degree centigrade, is equal to V0 plus V0 into 273, V0 T by 273, V0 T by 273. So, per unit change in the centigrade, it is 1 by 273th change of its initial volume. So, here the initial volume V0, and for T degree change it would be T by 273. For T degree change it would be T by 273. So, Vt equal to V0 plus V0 T by 273. Now, using this form and rearranging it first, Vt equal to V0 T by 273 plus V0. Okay. Now, if we want to plot these, then it would be an equation of y equal to mx plus c. Now, it would also having a straight line, but it having a gradient. For this reason it will be like that, and if we extrapolate the line, then it will meet the x axis, which is the absolute 0 or 273 degree minus 273 degree centigrade. It is the temperature axis, it is the volume axis, it is the volume axis, and this T is taken as another parameter. So, this is the equation, this is the form of that curve. Now, just remembering once the Boyle's rule, when we have plotted V versus 1 by P at different temperature, again we will plot V versus T at different pressure. So, there is a inversely proportional relation with V and P. Okay. Now, again we will get a different plot at different pressure. So, it is the V and it is the T, and it would be the line will meet at the origin when we extrapolate the line. when we extrapolate the line, it will meet at the origin, and the pressure is different. If it is P4, it is P3, it is P2, it is P1, then it is mentioned that P4 greater than P3 greater than P2 greater than P1. So, at the pressure is higher, the volume will be minimum, then the P3, then P2 and then P1. These are the V1, V2, V3 and V4. So, V4 is minimum. So, we will get different lines in different pressure. This is the form of the Charles rule. Okay. This is the form of the Charles rule. So, another one statement of these is that from this part, that is just V0, Vt equal to V0 plus V0 into T by 273. This is the initial form. Now, V0 1 plus T by 273. So, V0 into 273 into 273 plus T, V0 into 273 plus T. Okay. So, this part it is Vt, this part is called as T Kelvin, there is capital T by 273. So, Vt by T, that is equal to V0 by 273. So, this part is constant, V0, that is the initial volume, is constant, 273 being a numeric, it is also constant. So, Vt is proportional to T, Vt is proportional to T. So, we can write in general form V varies as T. So, this is the another statement, that is at constant pressure and for a fixed amount of gas, the volume of the gas is directly proportional to the absolute temperature of the gas. So, volume is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. Okay. So, these are the two forms. One is Vt equal to V0 plus V0 T by 273, and another one is that Vt equal to V0 plus V0 200 into T by 273, and V varies as capital T, that is in absolute scale. So, this is in the centigrade scale and this is in the absolute scale. So, this is the two forms of Charles rule. Next, after the Charles rule, here is the Gay-Lussac. Gay-Lussac. Gay-Lussac make a relationship between pressure and temperature, keeping N and V constant. Keeping N and V constant, that means for a particular amount of gas and at the fixed volume, the pressure is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. So, P varies as T, P varies as T. So, P by T or P equal to one proportionality constant, that is K3 into T. So, P by T, that is K3, that is constant. Clear? P by T equal to K3, that is constant. So, P1 by T1, that is P2 by T2. So, this is the another form. Suppose we want to if we want to solve any problem where the amount and the volume remains constant, then there will be the application of that form, P1 by T1 equal to P2 by T2. It will be clear when we will discuss some problems regarding to that. So, this is the Gay-Lussac gas rule. And another one is that what is Avogadro's hypothesis. Avogadro, already we have get the three relationship, that is V varies as 1 by P, V varies as capital T and the P varies as T. And Avogadro make an relationship, that is Avogadro law. Avogadro's law, he correlates the V and N, where N is the number of moles, where the remaining two parameters, that is P and T, are constant. So, P and T being constant and V and N is changed. Okay. So, V and N. Now, what is the statement of that? So, the statement is at fixed pressure and temperature, at fixed pressure and temperature, the and for a certain gas, for a fixed gas, the number of moles, or the number of molecules will be directly proportional to its volume, or it can be also told that in a fixed volume and at a fixed temperature and pressure, the number of molecules will be same for different gas. At same volume, the number of molecules will be same in the condition is that the pressure and temperature constant. So, V is proportional to the number of molecules. V is proportional to the number of molecules. Now, the number, if we want to make the mole concept, then V varies as the number of molecules, suppose it is N. So, N by number of molecules by N0, N by N0, this is the number of moles. Then we have to also make a division N by N0. So, V by N0, it is proportional to, it is the small n. So, V is proportional to small n into capital N0, but it is a constant N0, it is the Avogadro's number. So, V varies as n, which is the mathematical form of the Avogadro's rule. Clear? Refer. Okay, now coming to the some problem section from these two parts. Already we have discussed three, one is Boyle, Charles and Avogadro and Gay-Lussac. Now come to the problem. A gas cylinder containing containing cooking gas can withstand a pressure of 14.9 bar. A gas cylinder having a pressure of 14.9 bar. Okay. Now, the pressure gauge of the cylinder indicates 12 bar at 27 degrees centigrade. Due to sudden fire in the building, the temperature starts rising. At what temperature will the cylinder explode? So, when the pressure will exceed, that is the 14.9 bar, then it would explode. Now, P1 is the initial pressure, that is this one, and the final pressure we have to, P2 is 12 bar. So, P1 is 14.9 bar, P2 is 12 bar, okay, and the another two parameter T1 is not given, but T2, that is of 300 K. T1 is not given and T2 equal to 27 plus 273, that is 300 K. Okay. So, this is the parameter. Now, we know the Gay-Lussac, that is P1 by T1, that is P2 by T2. So, P1 14.9 divided by T1, that is T1, P2 that is of 12 divided by T2, that is 300. So, T1 that is 14.9 into 300 by 12. So the T1 will be 372.5 Kelvin. Okay. Now the question was the temperature, at what temperature will the cylinder explode? Now as the temperature is given in the centigrade, so this is the answer in the Kelvin scale, but if we want to calculate in centigrade, then 372.5 minus 273, that is 99.5 degree centigrade. This is the temperature. So there is the application of the Gay-Lussac gas rule. So the one problem is that, another one, okay, another one problem. A sample of helium gas, just a sample of helium gas has a volume of 500 centimeter cube, has a volume of 500 centimeter cube at 373 Kelvin, at 373 Kelvin, full stop. Calculate the temperature at which the volume becomes 260 meter cube. Calculate the temperature when volume is 260 meter cube, 260 centimeter cube. Assume the pressure is kept constant, 260 centimeter cube, assuming P is constant. So P is constant, again we will use the Charles rule. So V is proportional to the T. So V1 by T1, that is V2 by T2, where V1 is the initial, T1 is the initial temperature, V1 is the initial volume, and V2 is the final volume, and T2 is the final temperature. Now V1, the initial volume is given 500 and temperature, that is 373. V2, that is the volume is 260 by T2. So T2, that is equal to 260 into 373 by 500. So T2 is the, in the Kelvin scale, T2 equal to 194 roughly, 194 Kelvin. Okay, so using these two rules you can calculate the problems regarding to that. Now come to the another form, that is the next part, that is combined gas law or ideal gas equation. So combined gas law and ideal gas equation, just remember once the statements, that the relationship we already get. So V varies as 1 by P, V varies as T, V varies as N, and P varies as T. Now this is the three equations every time they are proportional, the V is proportional to some another parameters. Now, using these three equations, we can derive the ideal gas equation. Now, coming to that, so from the Boyle's rule, P1 by V1 equal to P2, and the volume let us assume as Vx. Okay. So, it is Vx equal to P1 by V1 by P2, it is from the Boyle's law. Next, in step 2, from the Charles rule, that is the volume, that is initial volume is taken as Vx, then the V varies as T from the Charles rule. Now, V1 by T1, that is V2 by T2, it is in general form. Now, assume as V1 as Vx, then Vx by V2, that is equal to T1 by T2. Now, Vx equal to V2 T1 by T2. So, this is the Vx, this is another form of Vx, and another relationship is there, that is the Avogadro's rule. So, just first compare these two Vx term, that is P1 V1 by P2, comparing this and this P1 V1 by P2, that is V2 T1 by T2. Comparing these, we will get it. Now, we will use the third form. So, PV by T, here the V1 by V2. So, PV, this is in general it is PV, and the lower half, if it is T1, then it would be P2 V2 by T2. Okay. So, PV by T equal to constant P1 V1 by T1 equal to P2 V2 by T2. So, again it is comes in the general form. So, PV equal to constant from there, PV by T equal to constant, because when there was P varies as T, then P by T equal to constant. So, P1 by T1 equal to P2 by T2. So, here also the application of that PV by T equal to constant. Now, in the third equation, the number 3 step is there. The K is the constant of proportionality, and its value is depends upon the amount of gas or upon the number of moles. The K, this constant, if it is K, then K is proportional to the number of molecules or number of moles. So, K varies as N. Okay. So, PV by T equal to constant. So, PV by T equal to this part, that is the N. Okay. PV by T. So, it is proportional to the N, because it was proportional, is the constant. So, PV equal to PV by T equal to some constant, that is constant of proportionality into N. Now, this constant later on it is proved that it is the PV by T equal to NR, where R is the universal gas constant, it is having a specific value. So, PV equal to NRT, PV equal to NRT. So, first step is that combining the Charles rule and Boyle's rule, and then relation between the proportionality constant with the number of moles, we can easily derive the ideal gas equation, which is in the form PV equal to nRT. So, P equal to pressure, volume, N is the number of moles, R universal gas constant, and T is the temperature in absolute scale. So, this is about the ideal gas equation. Another one derivation is there, that is combining both these three rules. If because there are some fixed parameter, but if we all the parameters are alter changing at the same, then there will be the equation of state will be formed, where that the P varies as T, the P varies as the V varies as 1 by N, and V varies as N. So, using these three equation, we will derive the another path to derive the ideal gas equation. Okay. So, today up to this.